Alright, so I don't have any viewers on here, but you know what? I'm gonna talk anyway. I'm gonna have the conversation anyway. This is all happening before work. And I just wanted to talk about something that's been on my mind, and many things come and go. That's life. That's life. And something that I've been thinking of lately is how connected we really are, or how is it that people don't see the connection? Ooh, look at them panic. Look at them those that Under Armour. But how is it that people don't see our connection? How we are all related. We are all related. Probably thinking, I'm not related to that nappy head. No, we're all related. You ever meet somebody or come across a picture of someone who looks like yourself, who looks like somebody else that you know, and they don't necessarily have to be the same complexion, but you see the similarities in them. And this happens throughout your life. You see people who look like doppelgangers of people that you know of yourself. And I was looking, a video had came up on my YouTube recommendations, and it said lookalike, and I clicked on it. I don't always click on the recommendations, but I did this one, and it was showing celebrity lookalikes, and these people who are completely not related. You see so many lookalikes, people who look like one or the other, and as time goes on, you start to see like the relation in everybody, the relation in people. And in some cases, people are of two different races. And you still start to see the connection. You start to see how we are all related. How we are all connected. We're all from the same person, same thing, I should say. And yet people just don't want to believe that. People don't want to believe that. People want to believe, we evolved from apes, whatever the case is. Or some people did and others didn't. And we use this as like fire for ourselves, or for those individuals to kind of like commit crimes or be disingenuous to others. It's just, I don't understand how people could think that. I myself have come across or been told, I'm like, oh, you look like this person, you look like this person. I get confused for so many people. I get confused for, not necessarily confused, but I get told I look like many celebrities as well. I mean, you could choose yourself. But, and that's just life, but you really, at some level or another, you have to take the time and stop and think and like, why is it that I look like this person? Why is it I look like this person who's not related to me at all? Or a whole completely different race? It's because we are all one. We are all one. We find ourselves looking for God because we don't like the way the world's turning out, and looking for answers. And at its lowest level, if you really think deep enough, you realize we're all one and the same. We're all what we're looking for. One thing that's good for me isn't good for you. But even when I see hate in the world, I still can kind of, in one fraction or another, see where they're coming from. It doesn't have to make sense completely, but I can see where they're coming from. So, but when it comes to, complete hate and things like that, it's harder to even grasp a little bit of anything from them. But the reason that you can always see where someone's coming from if you really try is because you can understand that exists in you too. Hate exists in all of us. You might have 100% hate. My hate might be 0.001 of that particular thing. But the hate still exists. And that's where us as a whole organism come together. You have to see it in yourself. And if you can defeat that feeling in yourself, then you can defeat that feeling in them. You just have to look deep. You have to really embrace. You have to really want to change things out there. If you're only seeking change for yourself, then you become like these rich individuals who start off at the bottom and now they're here and now they don't know you. You there, they here, they don't even remember you. Like, I think I know you. No. You know, it's a disconnection that happens when people come into money. It's the disconnection that happens when people like to or are now cool with each other. I saw these two guys the other day at my job came in. This white and black guy. They were getting along perfectly, and I like that. I love seeing people get along. But they were getting along, and they were talking about Muslim people. They were talking about Middle Eastern people, and I don't like that. Don't be on a good level with each other just to talk about another race. Talk about another group of people. I don't like that. No. Don't connect to disconnect. You can't do that. You can't do that. We are better than that. And the reason why us, the people, aren't getting things the way that we want to have them happen is because we are doing it to ourselves. We let ourselves be ruled by the few. We are the many. We know what we want. We want better paying jobs, but we let these lawyers, because that's what they are, these politicians are lawyers, with the exception of Donald Trump, but nonetheless, we let these lawyers and these bad people and these rich tycoons, oil tycoons, run everything. We've been doing it since the beginning of time. And it's a cycle that plays out. A leader of a tribe, a king and a queen ruling this. You've been being told what to do since day one. And it is a cycle. It's a circle of life in a sense. I mean, it starts off with your parents, your mother and your father. They're the king and the queen of your household. And then it trickles down. But it trickled down to them. And we can't stop we can't stop it because that's all we've known. That's all we've known. But we know what we've known. It's time to do something else. It's time to do something else. Stop hating on people because of their skin complexion, man. Shit's crazy. I can't. Hold on, gotta change these beats real quick. Yeah, but you know, I just say this. I want everyone to get along as well as they can. Be the best you can be. Be the best me I can be. And in order for me to be the best me, like, I can't even find this. Why can't I find this? There we go. Sorry, guys. Sorry. I'm looking all the way off to the side and everything. Alright. I'm back. So I want to be the best me. You know? Want to be the best me. How do I do it? Point is, you are as powerful as you want to be, right? But a lot of times we do damage to ourselves because we like to talk bad about others. And I like to tell people who come to me for advice, and people come to me for advice, because I really try to just be there for you always. And advice I always give is, I understand you want to be your own person, you don't want to get played with or anything like that, but sometimes you have to take the higher ground. Most times if you take the higher ground, you end up winning. Now, you gotta be smart about it when it comes to things like work, but you still always should take the higher ground in one way or another. One form or another. And anytime we choose to, throw shade at an individual or talk bad or talk behind someone's back inappropriately, that always comes back to you, one way or another. one way or another. That person may never find out, but the person you're talking to or talking with now is kind of like they're feeling somewhat different about you. So their interaction with you isn't going to be 100% the same before the conversation. Always the case. Always the case. And, you know, we just take everything for granted. Take everything for granted. But if I'm arguing with you in person, directly, you're going to argue back. I might shut you down. I might win that argument here. But the point is, you know that's coming back one way or another. Now, I'm cursing myself. There's no way around that. I'm cursing myself because now they have hate for me or dislike for me. And the fact that I did that, now I have an obstacle in my way. That obstacle I might be able to knock down every single time, but that's an obstacle. That's slowing me down a little bit. That's slowing me down. I was going this way, obstacle. Jumped over it, whatever the case is, but you're putting obstacles in your way. You're cursing yourself. We do this every single day as a society. We've been cursing ourselves for so long. And I can't illustrate that enough. Can't illustrate it enough. We are blessed to be here, even though we you know, the chances of us being born is so rare to begin with. And we are just full of hate here, you know? I just want us to get along. I don't hate my white neighbors. I don't hate my black neighbors. I don't hate my Hispanic neighbors. I don't hate my Middle Eastern neighbors. I don't hate my Asian neighbors. I don't hate my anything neighbors. I love all people. In fact, I love diversity more than I love people of the same color as me, because I love seeing people get along. And I love it. You know, I just love it. I love it. Some people don't care for people who aren't in their family. And I gotta tell you, we're all in the same family. If you followed the bloodline down and you saw the connection, you would feel different about those people that you talk bad about. And that goes for everybody. That goes for every single person. You are my brother. I'm your brother. You're my sister. I'm your brother. Whatever. I was like, what is that? But we just gotta be better. We just gotta be better. And I know I can't look in the camera because the way this phone's set up. But hey, just love each other, please, 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 please. That just be my lesson to you, my message to you. I'm putting an intention out there. I manifest greatly. I'm gonna manifest this. You know, I haven't been doing that. I haven't been doing my just due. I haven't been doing my task. So this is me starting. For real, for real. So we out here on a mission to change the world one view at a time. So, you know, hey, that's what the goal is. Goal is raise that awareness. Wake up. Be awake. Don't be fooled. Don't let religion get the best of you. You get the best of it. Don't be commanded. Don't be told what to do. Don't let these preachers lie to you. Don't let these practitioners lie to you. Don't let others lie to you. Because even if they don't think they're lying, they're still lying to you. You being told the scripture opposed to you reading it yourself, you're getting two different interpretations. So anytime you ask for help, you've been lied to. Because nothing is solid, nothing's concrete. The way that you interpret it when you read it, the moment you read it and truly interpret it and feel in your soul, if you feel that connection completely, that is what it is. That's the truth. So even if you're not reading the scripture, if you truly believe something is the case, if you truly believe it, not that you lie to yourself in order to feel better doing something. I'm talking about when you feel that in your heart and you feel like this is what it is, then that's what it is. If you were to die today, your beliefs is what carries on with you. You don't go with your gold and everything, but the truth is you go with what you remember. So being buried with your gold, you can't take it with you to heaven. If that's what you believe, then that's what's going to happen. But where the hell comes in and all that is if your biggest fear is losing that gold that you're being buried with, this is going back to like King Tut in those times, then you got to understand your hell is that being taken from you. So heaven and hell is not escapable. It comes down to your mindset. When you die with what you last remembered. With 100 trillion synaptic connections in your brain or neurons, whatever the case is there, you live on forever. Because in a split second, so much data is received. I've fallen asleep, nodded off for a split second, and you know what? Sometimes you can have a full dream there, depending on how tired you are. There's infinite time between time. And when you're asleep, you don't have a lot of dreams, you have infinite amount of dreams, because every dream has infinite information in it. I bring this up to say, when it comes to dreams and heaven and everything, a lot of people are fooled. My heaven is the real heaven. No, my heaven is the real heaven. Okay, so if you all believe in heaven, what is heaven gonna look like? Because if your heaven is the way you say it is, and you know that this race or this culture doesn't believe the way you believe, then you are believing that your heaven is only gonna have one type of people. Come on, think about it. Heaven isn't what you think it is. Heaven is what you think it is. However, if you're falling for religion and think you're doing the right thing by thinking that way, your heaven isn't gonna be what you want it to be. You see, the game of life is crazy. It is exactly what you think it is, but truly believe it is. If you believe that you have magical powers because you do this or something like that, yeah, you have those powers. Now, from another's perspective, you may be crazy, but if you got that miracle on your side, then you got that miracle on your side. What you experience is what you experience. People experience things different from others. And in between, in the middle, is the truth. The truth is both happened. If you believe in ghosts or spirits and everything like that, and you saw a ghost or a spirit, then that's what you experienced. It's not fake. You experienced that. You went through the feeling of having experienced that, so you experienced that. That happened to you. What you believe is truth. Is ultimately truth. And if you believe that we aren't related and stuff like that, and your religion is right, and your culture is right, or your spiritual beliefs are right, then you are subconsciously cutting off those other individuals based off of what you want to be true, but don't truly believe are true. Many people don't believe in their faith. They pray all day and they still have doubts. They get angry instead of just doing. If you go to a church to listen to a preacher tell you what God is, you don't believe. Not 100% the case, but more than likely 9 times out of 10, that's what it is. You're being taught. You have to go somewhere to be taught to believe. You're not believing. Wake up. Think about it. Think about it. Think about it. No one else has to tell you what to believe, but you let the preacher tell you what to believe. Stop thinking that this heaven or this hell exists the way that you think it exists. Because hell exists in the deepest, darkest voids of your mind. When you reach your lowest, it's even lower than that. If you fear losing all your money, guess what your hell gonna be? You're gonna be living the thing that you've been avoiding all your life. That's what your hell gonna be. And it can get worse. Now, it's all up to your psyche. Because I've hit the lowest voids, deepest, darkest voids of my mind. And it goes deeper. And, you know, and I was stewing in it, and I started to become a passenger of it. Like, you step back out of yourself and kind of like see yourself from like a ominous presence in a sense. And you just look at yourself, even in your darkest, deepest corners of your soul. It's like, when you look back and reflect back, hindsight, you see it from a different perspective. You see yourself. You don't see yourself seeing the way you see. Like right now, I'm seeing with my 2 eyes, I see my hands, I don't see myself outside of me looking at this camera. But when I remember this moment, I see myself. And when I look at my darkest times, they're not as dark as other people. But it could go deeper. It could go darker. The things that you fear, that's your hell. the things that you haven't experienced, that's your hell. But the heaven is you jumping out of that. Like depression, if you can jump out that depression here and there, you're going between heaven and hell. But there's many levels to it. Lift yourself up, wake up, and realize you are the controller of your destiny. You're controller of your path. Jump out of that hell. Bring that heaven together. And the ultimate heaven is having everybody work together, everyone be together, everyone love together. People nowadays still doing things like the Emmett Till thing when a black boy whistled at a white lady and got killed for that. The other day I saw on the news 2 white men killed a black man for talking to a white lady. And, you know, it is what it is. Things like that happen. But that's because people choose to believe a certain way. And hate. I can't never hate like that. If someone tried to kill me, I can't say I wouldn't fight back to the point that they might end up on the other end. However, I can say if he made it past that and they apologize, I'd be mad. I'd be mad as hell. But I know how my soul is. I know how my soul is. I would still forgive him, you know? And we got another viewer. Hey, how you doing? Mr. How do you say that? Testificate or whatever. Yeah, I'm just speaking about how we all related, man. I was looking at some celebrity lookalikes, and you see how many people look related and aren't related, and you start to see the connection between people, how much more related we are than people seem to see. I've seen some celebrities that are from different races, and you start to see this, you know, the similarities and in everything, in facial structures, facial features, and everything. And if you look at yourself and you've seen people who look like you, have been told that you look like someone or another, you start to see the connection. You start to see, I mean, the relation between one, you know, everything. And it's just a, you know, thing that a lot of people don't realize. You know, you got hate going on in the world, and really, if I could stop the hate, I'd stop the hate. I mean, I love seeing diversity. I love seeing people get together. I hate seeing people get together to talk about another person, to talk about another race. I saw a white and black guy talking. My day's good. My day's good. How's your day going, man? What you doing today? How do I say this back? Good, thanks. Yeah, man, I'm trying to start something here, man. I don't really get on here like that, but you know, now's the time to start. You know, I think we all have our civic duty to stay in the house. I know you stay in the house. It's cold outside. It's cold outside. Over here it says it's 13 degrees, but feels like -1. I ain't going outside. Can't do that. You see how dark I am? I freeze by the time I get to the car. Yeah, but staying in the house is good. I mean, being productive. Hey, thank you for following me on the stream. I mean, I'm really just shooting a video for later. I'm actually about to get out of here because I do have to go to work, but I ain't leaving early. I'll tell you that. Yeah, man. Really, I just want everybody to get along and realize that we're all related. I mean, I saw in the news the other day, these 2 guys killed this black guy for talking to a white lady. And it's just like, sometimes it seems like everything's going over in a circle, you know? And I don't understand why all the hate exists. I mean, I don't hate you. I don't hate any race, to be honest. I just, you know, it's not in my nature to. I get mad at myself because I can't get mad at other people. And I hate that so much, man. Yeah, it's getting better on some fronts, and other fronts it's getting worse. I mean, a lot of time I think people do allow religion to get in the way, and their interpretation of religion does kind of push us over the edge. And Thing is, at the core, we all want to love each other. I mean, someone who's a racist, you know, everyone's racist to some extent or another, but, you know, it's the level, you know, and it's that hate that we gotta stop. And I think at the core, it's really a white and black thing. Like, when I say white and black, I mean yin and yang. I mean opposites attract, opposites, you know. I think the fact that people call white and people call black causes a divide in its own right. Because when you look at white, you look at good. When you look at black, you look at bad. That's how it is in movies. That's how it is in games. There's white magic, there's dark magic. You know? And it's really those names that we've been labeled with that cause the tension. I can't, it's like, if I label you good and you label me bad, you're going to start to see that because of the name. So those color names automatically cause that subconsciously. There's no way not to. Anything you hear, you're subject to. And I think it's the names. We got to change the way that we're labeled. Even in this country, the labeling isn't correct. You know, but it is what it is. But I just think that we need to pay more attention to these things. Anyway, I need to get the hell out of here. I've been on here for 26 minutes when I was supposed to be on here for like 7 minutes. Anyway, thanks for watching, man. Peace. Kill out.